All right, y'all. Good morning. So it's Friday morning, and I've lost my voice. Y'all know, everybody showed up on time today, and they look like they done had a little bit of rest. So that's a good thing. Yeah. So, what we got today, y'all? We got the big cut. 16 acres. We're gonna cut, and we got 2 lawns to do. So today we're only doing 3 properties, 3 lawns, y'all. So we're doing my neighbor. See, we're doing my neighbor. We're doing another residential. We're basically doing a 60, an 80, and a 550. That's what we're doing today. So we're basically doing a $60 yard, an $80 yard, and the big cut. That's what we're doing. I got ahead of them a little bit, so I can get over here and get us a place to park and that kind of thing. So, well, I know the last couple of videos, you know, I've been driving around a lot, you know, just trying to overcome my depression, y'all, from where I'm really at as far as, you know, the labor goes. Yeah. So I want to give a big shout out to Albert Soto for the $30 gift card to Subway, man. Hey, man, I really appreciate that, man. You didn't have to do that. But hey, you know I love me some damn Subway, and you know I love me some Sammy's. So, it's been a long week. Oh, show. And I'm just trying to, because I know after these guys get paid today, and Zach's check's not very much, and Bo, I let Bo have a little bit of his money yesterday because it was his birthday, well, not because, but it was his birthday, and he literally ain't got no money. And I know everybody's gonna come in the comments and say, "Oh man, I wouldn't give him no money," but man, Bo being broke ain't like me and you being broke. Bo being broke, and it ain't my problem, but Bo being broke is he can't afford to buy a biscuit. It's a whole new kind of broke. It ain't the kind of broke that we're thinking of. When I think of being broke, I just think, well, I ain't got no cash in my pocket, or whatever. Bo being broke, I mean, he ain't eating. So I've had to give Bo money this week on his check. Not enough to where he could really go get toe up or nothing, but enough to eat, and as long as he's coming to work and everything, Damn, 35 miles an hour, man? Are you serious? Jeez. So today, I'll be rocking with the Ferris and the 2 X-Mars. Yeah, the 2 X-Mars. I mean, it's ridiculous here, dude. And I know a lot of guys are telling me in the comments, they get, 90 an acre. Well, there ain't no way. Now, I might get 90 an acre if it's something I don't cut on the rig, but this one I cut about once a month, and it's just a field. There's probably about 30 minutes of weed eating. But I don't get 90 an acre, man. I do the cut for $600, you know, and it's 16 acres, but I probably cut, 9 or 10 acres. So I'm getting right around 60 an acre, on the rig. It's regular. There's no way that they would pay me $1,000 to cut this property. There's no way. There's not. So, and y'all have been over here before. Y'all have seen it 100 times. There's nothing unique or special or nothing like that there. Nothing. I'd like to be able to get home and put that damn that idler on the Bobcat, but man, I don't know, man, if I'm gonna have time, if I'm gonna feel like doing that. If I could get over here and leave over here early and get home, and we got a company coming tonight and everything, so I don't know, man, if I'm gonna be able to, because it's a little bit of work. You're gonna have to take the track off. Well, you don't really have to take the track all the way off. You just got to pull that back corner off. And if you're taking the pulley off, then there really ain't no reason. It should be pretty easy to, but you got to use all your resources when you're working on the Bobcat and the Bobcat track by yourself. You gotta. I use my four-wheeler. I use, the winch on the four-wheeler. I'll use the truck with a chain. Anything to pull that bottom part out. And as long as the top part stays on, then I can just slide that old one out and slip the new one in. It's really, pretty easy. But when you're dealing with the Bobcat, man, everything is freaking heavy. heavy, y'all. It's hot out here, man. It's hot. But this cut that I'm going to over here, I like it. It's now I did have to have a conversation with them about timing and all, because they were waiting a little bit too long and it was taking us too long. But this is a prime example of a property that I can do cheaper than the average guy. Even though I might be able to get more money, or maybe it's even worth more money. But see, I can do it cheaper because I got a Ferris mower, diesel, dude damn near gave it to me. I only paid $4,700 for it, man. So, still got people steady calling me about work. Potential employees. But I know that I could probably get more money for this one. But see, the average person, the average landscaper that's got, the mowers that I have, that's paid retail for the mowers that I have, for the mowers like I got, they can't hardly do it for what I do it for, because they're only, in their thinking, not everybody, but in a lot of people's thinking, they're only thinking about how much money they're getting, per cut or per acre or per hour or per minute or whatever. I don't think about it like that. That is, in the back of my head, but I put a lot more emphasis as I've gotten older in the business. I put a lot more emphasis on what I spend on the other end, expense-wise. So, being mowers and that kind of thing. It's hard to Well, you got to be thinking about it like that, because I don't have all this money wrapped up in moles. Like just a couple of examples. You know, if I'd had to pay somebody to put that pump on, of course I broke the pump, so I got to fix the pump. You know, the average person might not have pushed the mower and broke the pump on that mower last weekend. But you know, the ability to save money on the expenses, whether it be maintenance, whether it be the purchase of the equipment, finding a deal, finding a diamond in the rough, if you will, and you know, finding a diamond in the rough on a mower purchase that can cut big properties like the one we're going to. I simply, at the end of the day, my numbers can be better than somebody that's charging $80 or $90 an acre. My numbers can actually be better because they have more invested in their actual equipment, whether it be the actual purchase of the equipment, right, or the maintenance of the equipment, or fixing things on the equipment that somebody else might take to the shop. Now, the best of both worlds is to get a good deal on equipment, be the maintenance and the mechanic on the equipment, and get $80 or $90 an acre. And that's, you know, I mean, that's the best of both worlds. But I mean, I would try to get that if I could, but I know that I can't get it from these people, because we've had conversations about it, and he's actually got a tractor with a finish mower and everything on it, and if I went too high, he would just cut it himself. I mean, he would. Plus, they have turned me on to a lot of other work. If it weren't for this property, I would not have made about $6,000 on the property next door that I did bobcat work at back when I first got my bobcat. Sometimes being over in these big, nice neighborhoods and stuff is paramount to getting more business, you know, that's got money, that don't mind spending. Now, just because they got a big house, big property, don't mean they like spending. You know, that don't mean you're going to get none of that money. But if you're not there doing, you know, your regular yard maintenance or your regular field maintenance or whatever, if you're not the one cutting it, then if somebody comes down that road that lives in one of the other great big houses, great big properties, and they see that you're the only one that's been cutting it, they'll call their neighbor and say, hey, let me get the number of the guy that's cutting y'all's field. And I got a lot of work like that, man. 90% of my work is like that, where I'm just happen to be on the right spot, doing the right cut at the right time, you know. And same thing applies to the job that the two new ones I got over there on the $1 Million Street over there. Y'all, if I was not doing those two properties at the entrance, I would have never got the other property or the attention of the other people that live in the, you know, it's about a 30 house. Yeah, it's about 30 houses there, you know, 25 houses there. And just because somebody's got money, y'all hear me say it all the time, that doesn't mean that, you know, that they're willing to pay the lawn care guy. It's just, yeah, we keep getting my attention on these fire trucks and stuff. That doesn't mean that they're willing to spend money. But if you're not ever in those neighborhoods and you can't seem to get in those neighborhoods, and when I started, I never could get big properties like that, or you know, properties where just a basic lawn is more money than you know, the mom and pop neighborhood lawns. Y'all notice that y'all don't see me up in these tight little neighborhoods. Now, I got some, but I don't have many cuts that are, you know, I don't know. Most of my cuts are, I don't know, a quarter acre, half acre, you know, because down here where I live at, the lawns are bigger. And since I don't target any of the neighborhoods, I don't. And sometimes people call me out of them and say, hey, can you give me a price? And I'll look up where, they'll tell me the address, and I'll look up where they're at, and I'll be like, I can't take on no more customers or whatever. And it's not that I'm special or unique, but to get me to cut your property, I'm going to have to be able to justify it on my routing and for my machines and all. And I'm not going out here and going to buy a 32-inch stand-on mower or nothing. I mean, to me, buying a small stand-on mower is a big waste of money for my business. Now, if you're doing a lot of the smaller yards, then okay. But see, I don't like doing the smaller yards because the smaller yards, there's a higher turnover. Let me tell you why. The reason there's a higher turnover is because anybody can cut them. So there's a lot more competition. Can't anybody just go cut 12 acres, 15 acres, 10 acres, 6 acres and make money at it. See, I can. And the people that own these bigger properties, though some of them are cheap and some of them are not, the people that own these bigger properties, they know what it takes to cut that property. They know that they can't cut it. To the guy that owns the 3 to 5,000 square foot lot, up in the neighborhood, well, worst case scenario, he can get out there and cut it, And if he can't, then he can hire somebody to cut it for $40, from the multitude of people in there trying to cut it, trying to get business. See, my business is not really geared toward that. It took me a long time to see that. I didn't really even recognize that I was gearing the business this way or that way. But I ain't geared the business toward none of that. Am I losing out on money? I don't know. I know that I don't have the headache. And back in the day, when I first started, I had to take on those properties, y'all, because I didn't have the equipment to do the bigger stuff. The bigger stuff's where it's at, if you ask me. So I just want to show y'all. So this is what I like to do before the guys. That's why I like to beat the guys here. See, I got us an area cut for us to park the trucks. So when everybody's hot, sweaty, and tired and it's time to go, we ain't missing nothing. We ain't going to pull off and leave a big piece done. So what the guys will do, they'll come in right there, and they'll come around here, and they'll park right along in here somewhere. So, yeah. Y'all see it, man. Y'all see it, man. Come on. All right, y'all. So y'all see what all we got to cut. And y'all see what we're working with. We got the damn Ferris. We got the X-Mart. We got the Zack Attack. And we got the Budweiser boat. Bo, what's up, buddy?
What's up?
And we're going to hope these mowers make it through the day without anything happening. So we're going to cut this a little bit different today. I'm going to cut this like this. We're going to see how good the Ferris strikes. First of all, I'm going to let Zach go on over there and cut that piece over there. Me and Bo going to kind of get some of the little cubby holes and get everything out where we can see it, obviously see it, and we don't miss nothing. And then what we'll end up doing, y'all, is I'll probably end up leaving Zach over here to finish whatever we ain't done yet. And then me and Bo are going to get started. We got 2 residentials to do too. But I got to get to it, y'all. All right, y'all. So we knocking it out. We knocking it out, y'all. We got all that over there cut. We got a little triangle right there to cut. And I'm going to try back and forth with the Ferris like this. I'm going to try to set y'all up somewhere where y'all can see it on the hyperlapse. And while they cut that, So I'll meet y'all at the house. Oh, I'll probably come by Miss Johnson's. I'm gonna get done with it. Probably take me about 15, 20 minutes to get done with this.
Yeah, I want to know.
Y'all good?
Yep.
Got something to drink? All right. Be careful, man. Bo, get out your butt, man. Oh my goodness. Looking good, y'all. They going to one of the residentials that we got. We're gonna see how they do. See how long it takes them to get there and all that, man. They on a short leash, you know. I mean, really, I didn't really even want to send them to that one. But yeah. See how long it takes them to pull off. I mean, when I crank a vehicle up, I'll pull off. I mean, what are they doing? So y'all see behind me, I'm gonna cut the rest of this behind me.
Y'all see it, that's pretty much a wrap. I see something going on with this mower here. That thing's got some kind of, I don't know what that is, man. So this is the other Exmark, the one that yeah. I don't know what. Yeah, this thing right here is getting. Yeah, there's something going on with this hydro motor, man. Yeah, it's leaking. Getting too hot or something, man. I don't know. About time to go over all the mowers. I'm ready for the season to end.